Hello.
Hello.
There's game audio.
There's the game audio.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah. Look at us. We got a new overlay. Got new sound setup.
Good day to you.
We're
Sick.
super cool is what we are.
Yeah. Where is that? One day I'll figure out how to move around the world properly. One day.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
Don't I own this already?
Does not seem to be.
Oh no, I thought it was an orchestrion role. Never mind.
I hope it's to your liking.
I have no potions.
I trust it's all here. Ah,
Use them all
yes.
is all.
Yeah, I did.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
Rings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear they're being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Sure, why not?
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
You'll have to pardon me because I am adjusting sound as we go.
Hello, Sid.
Trying to decide if the ducking is actually worth it or not. What do you think, Iggy?
I think ducking is worth it if we can just get it in the right setting, you know?
I'll try a ratio of 2 to 1. Yeah, that shouldn't be as major. What do you think?
It's okay for now. I'll let you know if there's any
What
issues.
does the village have to say? I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Okay, so when we last played, we fought Titan. Killed Titan. Killed him again. And then killed him again. Third time stuck. And now we are just clearing out some side quests.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Oh, that's interesting. Look for the shadowy figure in Lobert's Pass.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
We're trying a limiter's threshold of 1 to 1, or not a limiter, compressor. Audio ducking. I don't think it's actually doing anything, but maybe it doesn't have to. Let's try 1.5. Yeah. That might be more reasonable. Quest marker on the ground, boy?
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Fuck.
Shit.
Here.
Our camouflaged armor didn't work.
Here.
What do you mean black sticks out on green?
But we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
You can say fuck all you want. How you doing, Medicine? Yeah, you keep casting Cure, see how well that works for you.
It's over.
Hell, you outlasted your friends. You've been skipping most of the 16 streams. Only Final Fantasies you played are 1, 4, and 9. This one's pretty heavy on proper nouns at times. No, that's totally understandable. They actually have a utility in the game to help keep track of, like, the million or so characters they've dumped on us.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin.
But it's been one hell of a ride. I would definitely recommend checking out the VODs if you wanted to like take it at your own pace. Cause
Absolutely.
there's some
Very good game.
it's a damn good storytelling. Like if you take the PS5 out of it and the combat system and just strip it down to the narrative, this is probably one of the better Final Fantasies out there ever.
Definitely up there. And not just because they can say the fuck word.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
The crystals.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black Shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
I I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Jesus.
He faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty.
Who knew
All
Quentin
under
was
the watchful
Batman?
eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same.
Was it on my
Our
bingo card?
comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Well, yeah, I didn't expect any of that.
Well, gosh, diddly dang dang.
I'm not going to change his mind.
And that's where we leave it? For now.
Gotta wait. Continue the story for the subquest to continue.
Yep. On that note, we need to go back to the desert and deal with getting the stardust or whatever it is from the river here. Yeah, Meta, I've heard that quote before. I honestly don't remember where from, though. How's the audio, by the way? I've been fiddling with it pretty much all day.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto?
Sounds fine.
That's what we like to hear.
Otto. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet.
Scout about.
Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
Hero of the downtrodden, shoveler of sand. Look at the little lizard. Wow, you can't say those two words together.
Little lizard.
Shut up.
Look at the little lizard.
Look at you, fancy, not tongue-tied.
I mean,
So this is stardust.
I do know tongue twisters.
It just looks like black sand. to
He
me.
also was Thistle the successful thistle sifter. While sifting his sieve full of unsifted thistles, thrust 3,000 thistles through the thick of his thumb. And so do you, the successive thistle sifter. While sifting a sieve full of unsifted thistles, thrust not 3,000 thistles through the thick of your thumb. That's what summer theater programs will do for you.
Yeah. Honestly, if I ever get normal income again, I may seek a speech coach. It's always kind of been an issue for me. I remember having to take speech classes in elementary school. I don't know why that stopped.
Because you stopped being bad at it.
Apparently not. Or I started being bad again, and I don't know.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
Yeah, toy boat is... I think it's just two words that stop sounding like what they sound like after so many repetitions.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
I got 5, Otto. I got 5. Legend has it that a star once fell from the heavens and punctured a hole in the Namekian desert, whence sprang forth the fountainhead of the river Velcroy.
More than me.
Radon was here too.
Together, and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Nice.
Basically Odin, right?
Yeah, Clive. Do you fancy a walk?
Now this took a turn. Wasn't much of a walk.
Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Don't give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Yeah. You can have more of that scorpion stinger stew that's been going around.
Ready to go home,
Yes.
boy?
Bark.
Get it, boy.
Good dog.
Okay, now we need to scour the desert for 2 hunts. Yeah. There is not currently a fishing minigame. I want to go out this way. We're looking for an empty hovel and something called a cattery. There could yet be a fishing minigame. I mean, we haven't even come across a dominant of water, unless it's Shiva. But no, Ice has its own. You know what? This whole system doesn't quite jive with me.
8 dominants. 1 for light and dark. That's Bahamut and Odin. And then the other ones are just Ifrit, Shiva, Leviathan, Garuda, Titan, Ramu.
Well, Phoenix not a freak, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess.
This is starting to feel like a Final Fantasy XII area.
This won't be easy.
Hold up, what level are these? 30, okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't like running into a high level area.
Fight.
You little bastard. Yeah, this should lead into a larger area. Huh. A chronolith.
Be safe.
What's a chronolith? Well, I can't do anything with it.
Time stone, if you want to go by.
Well, yeah, but unless someone's gonna break out Alexander,
You could.
a box.
Straight home now.
Ow. Fine.
Too slow.
That's what happens when you get off a block in the middle of that.
Interesting.
I am getting corner fucked by this thing.
You are a little bit. That is an accurate way of putting it.
Fire and flame!
Yeah, Vagrant Story isn't a bad comparison. I just saw the game peak. Should probably put a limiter on that. Not that much of a limiter, Jesus. Yeah, I should do. All that for steel silk. Huh. I hate areas like this.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, if you want to take a stab at guessing at what it does. My guess is that something will change in the world and that will let us rewind to an earlier state.
I get the feeling that it'll let us see the past.
Oh, did I find a cattery? Because there's a curl.
Yeah, that's what the cattery is.
This won't
Just-
be easy.
It's just hanging there. Hidden challenge mode rocks. Huh. That could be it, yeah. The tune of echoes. Jump, Chocobo.
I can walk from here.
Oh, all right then.
I found abandoned fishing village. And over here is the vaults and the horde.
This must have been a fishing village before everyone left.
Maybe this is the fishing minigame. It takes a whole village to do it, though. I bet there's stuff here. Invisible walls are not letting you knock enemies out of the environment. Yeah. Well. That last one. Look at him ragdoll.
That's pretty good. Just bouncing around in the wind there.
place has to have some importance. But I guess that's a problem for future Clive. I don't know where the cattery or the abandoned hovel are. And there's a lot of... There's a lot of ground here, as you can see, that I haven't even touched.
Let's go.
We killed the super ninja that was here.
Guess we're all ready.
Barely. Leg eater. Oh, we call that flower the leg eater. Why? You'll see. I can go make a right up here. You know what this reminds me of? You know that area, it's in Santaland. It has like a bunch of weird, narrow, twisty roads.
Oh, yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah. Out by Camp Drybone or whatever. I hate that place, and I kind of hate this place. We missed a very important holiday yesterday.
Did we now?
S 69 days since Ronald Reagan died.
Nice.
See, when you put it like that, it just makes my 40 years on this planet feel worse. I was alive for the very end of his final term. There's the hovel. Do not want. Oh, it would have been cool if the hunt was like a mimic. It's like, hey, there's nothing here but, oh god.
It would be a monster in a box, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So the hunt board said it would just kind of be... Aha. Bees.
My god.
Electro bee soul stingers.
A deadly bee weapon.
They don't look happy.
Of course they don't. They're bees. That should not have been my opening move. It scattered them. This should do. Yeah, that's what you get for defying gravity. Here's some more. Acupuncture. Oh god. They coordinated that one.
They hit all your chi points.
Was I about to fall off the map? Because it sure felt like I was about to fall off the map.
You can always try and jump off, see if that does it.
I'd like to not die if I'm in the middle of one of these.
Yeah, yes.
Damn it. I really want to counter this. Oh god. Okay, enough
That
fucking
wasn't
around.
countering it. That was like opening
was
your arms
eating it.
wide and accepting it into your soul.
That's exactly where they stung.
They're soul stingers, ain't they?
Clive, you're not a Dragoon Knight. Think Mark. Defeat 10 Victorious Marks. God damn it, Koji.
God damn it, Koji. The meme lord himself.
Peace at last.
Rook just had dawning realization. Okay, if I were a cattery, where would I be? Probably north. Well, yeah, I got that. They're not evil, they're wild and highly aggressive. Well, now I've got a Dravazid. I don't think it's this coral, cause that's a storm panther. I'm just looking for one that it forces me off the chocobo, and is like, oh shit, this one. There it is. It's in that weird hooks thing.
We'll call it a cat's paw, why don't we?
Sure. Let's just run past these. Nope. Let's just, fuck these guys up proper. Banditry? I think not. Enjoy the breeze, my friends. I don't know why I'm doing a Deckard cane. Don't know why that one forced me off the bird. Nothing special here. Just a bunch of bandits hanging around a building. Another reason for the PC version. Some madman start making FF16 Elden Ring. Well,
of course.
I mean, a PC release will happen. Square's not going to take money off the table by not doing it. Just Sony paid them good money to get the first bite at the apple. But you, I fear, are bearerless. I can play the role of bearer. sunhounds in the cattery.
That just doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they chase the cats in there, and that's why it's a cattery.
Could be. Could be. The cattery is a location in Final Fantasy XIV is all.
Is it?
Yeah. There are corals there.
I bet they're here too.
Time to fight.
There we go. Epic cat throwdown in the middle of a pack of hyenas. What? The Grimalkin.
That's a coral of some sort.
Oh no, it's not. It's a panther.
Playtime for the pack, is it?
That means it's a coral.
No, corals have those super whiskers. That one doesn't.
Some corals do have those. I'm pretty sure. I think it's just like a matter of being a subset or not.
Well, let's just kill the pack real quick.
Good idea.
I got him. Ah, shit. Hola, gato.
Hola.
Welcome home.
And then there was one.
Damn it. I got a parry.
Nicely done, even.
Well done.
Don't mean to be quiet during this one, I'm just really focused. First you tenderize, cat. And there you go.
There it is.
Grimelkenhide. Develop spots on their skin which render them nigh invisible. Said spots provide considerably less camouflage when prowling elsewhere.
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
That's a good boy.
Are you mocking me?
Probably.
Yeah, I would too. Okay. There's one more hunt. I don't think I can beat it. But I have a theory on where it is, and I'd like to give it a shot. And then we'll push through its story.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
I just want to get some potions first.
Is it business or pleasure?
Why is it never both?
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
Okay, the ruins of Rosaria. I have no idea where it is because I don't know of a way of getting to the capital proper. You missed a couple hunts and picking up some sand off a beach. We haven't done any story stuff, but now we are.
How'd you lot get on? I brought back all that stuff Blackthorn asked for.
There you are. Blackthorn's got his precious stardust, in case you were wondering.
Blackthorn, got everything you need? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, mate.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Letting off steam number 1.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Now allow me to immediately interrupt you for upgrades.
So, what'll it be?
Which I can't get. I like how diamond storage is just sitting right there and I have no idea how to get it. If I'm gonna guess, I require something from Bahamut.
Diamond sounds about right.
Wait, can I get there from there? No, I can't.
Drake's Fang is gone.
You know what, this would be a fun map to port over to VR chat.
Yeah.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Ooh, 800 ability points. Yoink.
Come again. I may have...
How many ability points do I even have? Oh. I have 4,000.
That's a lot.
That is quite a bit. Alright, we'll upgrade Titanic Block. We'll upgrade... Gouge. Well... I still got a bunch. But I'll hold on to them.
Oh, yeah.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name?
Right.
Right.
What's her name indeed?
Helena.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Like Sickatite in Pathfinder, which has a near infinite thermal coefficient. Oh, neat.
Lost Wing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
The original Sid was killed. And then there was a 5-year time jump, and Clive took over the role of Sid. Sid is now a title. Yep, we are now 18 years into this story.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Shit's getting serious here. Well, I mean, every game has had a guy named Sid. Except for 15, which had a girl named Sid. Was that her? Iggy, help.
Sydney.
Sydney, right?
Or the grandpa was Sid.
One or the other, or both. But yeah, it could be thought of as a title at this point. They didn't bother to level these things up. Poor bastards. I think we're 5 streams past where Sid died. Roughly.
Yeah, it was not too... It was relatively early on, yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of information about, like, what Clive is and the forces at play. Like, darker forces, Ultima, that sort of thing. And we learned Joshua's alive.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
It's kind of hard to when, you know, sometimes we get multiple chapters in the stream. Oh god, it's that thing.
This
Hi, Iron Man.
Unwanted visitor. Time to go.
I try my best.
Nice try.
There we go.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Okay, back to the hideout.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
There we are.
Soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
She's gonna get herself killed.
Maybe. It's a distinct possibility.
Oh hey, another care package.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts.
2 meteorites,
All
please.
yours. All done?
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
A baffling diagram made all the more confounding by the preponderance of question marks that blemish its borders. Yeah, that's a mood.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Quick, who do I take?
Jill.
Okay.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Who do you like more?
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely
Who do
exploited.
you want to like you more?
Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia. Now, where's Jill?
You have new stuff?
Do you see anything you like?
Yeah. I'll get my one potion back.
Excellent choice.
You need to have potion. Man, I love that in Final Fantasy 15, potions were just straight up energy drinks that were made more magical.
Yeah.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Boy band road trip. Yeah. I really liked 15. I really wish it could have been properly finished.
That would have been nice, yeah.
What can I interest you in today?
Elementary alliums are a hallmark of classical Sambriquois cuisine, so much so that it's a tradition for the emperor to award honorary titles to those responsible for supervising their cultivation and preparation in Lightworm Castle kitchens, the so-called Garlic Knight among them.
I hope it's to your liking. Keep fighting the good fight.
Not half done. Probably less than that. A lot got cut, which really fucked up the flow of the story. And they put some of it back in the when they did the Royal Edition, and they did a couple DLCs to fill in some of the blanks. But the whole final ending was completely canceled and was relegated to a book. As well as areas that just felt rushed and half-finished, and like people disappear from the plot and then reappear was like grand importance that they haven't earned. Stuff like that.
Buy, sell, or be gone.
The edible fruit of the Pepio plant is prized by chocobo breeders, although the superstition that it lends a stud bird additional stamina seems largely founded on its blushing, swollen form, rather than any quantifiable results.
If that's what you want.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
People were not okay with it. People are still not okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not okay with it. But like when you play 15, you see there's a lot of heart, and there's a lot of good things, and there's a lot of great things, and there's a lot of the skeleton of what could have been. And 16 more than makes up for it because they were given, time. They let them cook. Despite them having to do Final Fantasy XIV and at least 3 expansions worth of Final Fantasy XIV on top of developing a mainline game, and Soken having to battle cancer while doing music for 3 expansions and a mainline game.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
Reminds me of the time that my brother was in a charred corpse. He's alive.
And I saw some bread.
Yeah.
Oh, are we having a picnic?
Big white cobs like the baker back
A
in
weird
Rosalith used
bread
to make.
picnic.
What do you think?
It's a bread
I thought
picnic.
we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... Oh,
You're right.
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
That question hit hard.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Like, both of their lives got fucked up by what happened 18 years ago, but hers definitely more so. It's to the point where she's having fun and smiling and then feels bad about it. That's...
Yeah. Nothing quite like feeling guilty for feeling happiness.
Yeah.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Watch him just make he's made a stew, and he had a bucket of moon dew behind him the whole time.
He could.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Taya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once.
Aw.
When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
What the bloody fuck do you mean, test and retest? I got it in one.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
You know, that does bring up a good point. If this thing, like, explodes during the initial test, they're not going to be able to find another fallen whatchamacallit to stick on top of it. So it has to be a one and done. Quality control is an important part of the process.
Otherwise, you get Kerbal Space Program.
Oof.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Didgeridoo-dah, didgeridoo.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is.
We'll do it on site.
Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
I'm weirdly excited for this, even though I know there's no way we're using the boat like an old vehicle in old Final Fantasies. Oh look, a couple bots have entered the room. I shall destroy them.
Destroy!
And there it is.
Neat.
And now we can finally cool our computer.
Finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Oh.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Yeah, like a Geralt moment there.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Captain Clive.
Stardate. Fuck if I know.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
They mean a new quest is available. You stop that.
You stop that.
On the reading table? Okay. We'll go over here and get weird science.
Really?
Right, that's how it goes?
Something
Weird
like that.
science.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making.
An alembic?
Have a bit of kit, it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. The problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the
Oh,
chief.
no.
Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave
What?
them behind when they die, see?
They have bones?
I take it that's where I come in.
Well, air quote bones. They're probably burned to ash.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right.
Are made of fire.
I'll see what I can do.
You have a fire sauna.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Yeah, just go kill a king bomb. That's fine. You know.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy. Don't worry about it.
Fucking make a Brita filter. Go kill a fucking king bomb. I'm a little upset. Activated charcoal? Nah, kill a king bomb.
Deactivate the charcoal.
Hey, Nectar. You got a suicide mission on there? Are you on a hunt for a bomb king? If so, I have a billet that might interest you. Right there. The
Got a little crown.
It has a little
Look at him.
crown. The croc in Stenbreck. And then there's something back in Cliverum.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
He cracked the crystal too.
Oh my god, JC, a king bomb. Off the record. Oh, this is multiple things. Open 10 letters. Shit. Alright, we'll start here.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
This is just turned into side quest day, which is fine. Fighting Titan was a lot.
It was a titanic undertaking.
He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Blacksmith's Blues too.
I heard what you told Nan about.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working.
Oh, we gotta find his girlfriend.
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it he said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
So we're just gonna go walk our dogs through an ice field. That should make everything better.
Blackthorn, you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone.
Unlike Torgal.
Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
What you do is you fold the steel 10 million times.
But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you.
Try sharpening in a sunlight Discord reference.
Karen knows about this sword.
All side quests lead to Karen.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmechian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning. Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within. and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substance...
Meta, no. Torgal is innocent.
Some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Okay, kill a bomb king. Kill antelopes. Talk to... what's his name?
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
No. A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
Oh, what a surprise.
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
That's what a talent is?
5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you.
But then Clive's uncle rolls in and is like, here's 200
Do we have that much to hand?
talents.
I can always ask my uncle.
No,
That was a lot of money.
we
Yeah.
don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rossfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But
Yeah,
how it
really.
is with this place. Orders to bark, asses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No.
No.
I don't.
We come back and this spot is just
just a blood pile.
not even just empty. And no one ever talks about it. We don't talk about it at all. Let's start with the bomb, which was in Sanbrec. You know, I am standing right next to the board. And Katie's players all know what happens if those steal from Karen. I don't. Okay.
He fucks you up.
Cool. The Croc in Sanbrec. I haven't played Hades. It's on my to-do list. My incredibly long to-do list.
You do have an incredibly long to-do list. It's true.
Alright. I just gotta scan the map for the Croc. The Vale. That's where the Dame is. Could be in this space here. Baywatch. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be in this void to the side of Northreach. Stealing from him is equal parts hilarious, terrifying, and fatal unless you're really good.
Keep them pilchards nice and chill.
Look at this place.
Bird mode activated.
Good girl. Faster!
Okay, so there should be a... Yep. There's the path. This is just called the Old Road, and it leads to Lost Wing.
No mistakes.
Iggy, can you do me a favor?
What might that be?
Find the Croc.
The Croc?
Yep.
Is that the proper name for it?
Yep.
Almost typed in Final Fantasy 26, not quite there yet.
Will I be alive for that?
Where is the Croc in Sanbrec? It's on the far east side of the map. The Imperial Chase. Up in the north side of...
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Run like the wind.
So on the north side of the Imperial Chase, which is going to be to the south here. There are a lot of wild chocobo out there.
All right.
Depends on the quality of healthcare and the budgeting skills of corporate executive, both of which are iffy. Also, if they don't just trip, fall, and die, as is my want.
It does happen from time to time.
There it is, the croc, and something called Heaven Hall.
No need to ride from here.
Elegant bomb.
What we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Don't get cocky. Don't get crocky.
Coronation.
Yeah,
it's funny because like Corona.
This'll help. King's Justice. What? Oh, damn it. He made those things. That is too many bombs. They're all gonna explode. I miss when them exploding killed them.
Nice try.
Eat whirlwind, asshole. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but about as bad as I thought it was going to be. Very nearly bought it twice. And now we can filter water.
Rain is over. Now to collect the ash. I should probably have brought a bucket.
I'll just shove that in my pocket.
Let's see if there's any more.
Head pets. God, I can use some head
pets.
That should do it. If Roy needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
Okay, so now we have to deliver rubies. First one's at Northreach.
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Citizens are free to come and go as they please. The checkpoint's open to all. You'll find a little beyond Northridge, though.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Oil of Talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
We owe you 5 million gil. One of 3 brilliant gemstones acquired and set aside by Sid for a rainy day. Otto now deems that day to have arrived, and wishes to use the rubies to pay off 3 outstanding debts to Lady Karen, Martha of Martha's Rest, and Isabel of the Vale.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Vale. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Another bot. Another kill.
Destroy them.
Of course, one of those few positive moments in this game is immediately dragged back down with more tragedy or descriptions of past tragedy. This really is Elden Ring meets Final Fantasy. Little bit. Not every character needs tragedy to be interesting. But, you know. not a
It's a
bad
tragic
thing.
world. And from the tragic world comes the brightest hope. Or something like that, I don't know.
I have no idea what my microphone did there. Like, it's picking up something now. What is that?
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts.
Oh god, ducking. Or something.
No, it's not ducking. It's like a... I've had this happen earlier. Give me a sec. Okay. Iggy, are you here?
I am here.
Okay. And the game. The game's not here.
A little crackly.
I think we've solved it, though. Nope.
Seems okay now, yeah. Live, everybody.
It's just something with OBS.
Very odd.
Do you hear it now?
Nope.
How about now?
Yes.
Okay. God damn it. It's always something, isn't it?
Always something. It's always audio.
I don't know if the stream is hearing this, but like our local audio for the game is really warbly.
Yeah, no, the stream itself is fine.
Yeah, like it's full speen. But the stream is fine, so I'm gonna.
On we go, I guess.
Yeah, on we go. Sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's just on our end. Anyway, let's give her the Star Ruby.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither.
Oh.
That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do. Goat will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Okay, now we gotta kill an antelope up there. You still with us, Iggy?
I'm still here.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because everything seems to be collapsing.
That is true, but I'm still here, so that's good.
Yeah. So for those watching the stream, how's my audio? Like, is my microphone blown out? Oh god. Is my microphone blown out or anything?
It's okay, says Gatto. Your sound card works perfectly.
Your sound card works perfectly.
Time to fight.
Which is just a few octaves off of an Obi-Wan. I'm going the wrong way.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope. Seemed like just nice. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Here, I'll cook it for you.
Stay down.
It's just a little airborne. It's still good. It's still good. Okay. I wanted to Titan block it, but... Good day, sir. Bloody hide. We better cut to Torgal just chewing on a leg.
Will it be enough, I wonder?
Holy shit, bone.
Bone. Woof. I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
It takes Bella like 15 minutes to eat a bone. This one's over here like crunch, crunch more.
Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
You know, I have constantly said that this is just Wolf Link.
It's got a spotty butt. I don't know if Wolf Link had a spotty butt. Giant wolf with a thing on his front left paw, leg, whatever. Yeah, good point. Good point.
Okay, one more side quest, and then I think we're done with the side quests for a while.
Yay.
Actually look up one more thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
I don't remember the name of it. It's a hunt in what they called the Ruins of Rosaria. See if you can find that. Indian?
The St. Drake's Fang is gone.
It'll help me a lot if I know what the name of it is, the proper name of it.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, You know Lady Karen? Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
That way.
I did not, no. Though some indiscreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
I think that's like right next to the wreck in the middle of the desert? No, just past it. Okay. Yeah, I was up there earlier for reasons. Make sure I go out the right door this time.
Good girl.
Faster!
Are you getting audio, Iggy?
No, I'm not getting audio. And you didn't tell me what the proper name of the hunt I'm supposed to be looking for is. Like, I don't know what I'm looking for.
I honestly don't know it.
Oh. It's unfortunate.
A little bit, yeah.
Now I got sound.
Hopefully it's not fucked up. I kind of wish Ul'dah had this kind of music going on for it.
It would be neat.
That man is large.
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! Garuda!
Ow. What kind of a nickname is the innkeeper for a bandit? Ow. His timings are way different than other axe wielders. Jesus Christ.
Maybe it's Breaker of Worlds. No, that seems to be... That's level 45. really can't figure this out. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. I'll have a proper name when we get back to the hideout.
Yeah.
I win. Oh, I had 1337 ability points for a moment.
Leet.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
Clap.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins.
A land called Doma.
And is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow.
A katana would last longer.
Brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more.
Good God.
But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered.
I'll give you the sword.
Take this, together with my regards. The very
Not the sword, probably a whetstone. Yeah.
Oh.
Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
No dawdling.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
You know, honestly, I've enjoyed all this. It's after the insanity of last night's stream, this has been
Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival.
a good cool down.
Now,
Some world building.
Let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Okay, so now, with all of that done, we can just head right back here, turn everything in. We'll start with seeing if Karen killed this guy or not.
The thing Tomes helped to build.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Oh, for the record, the board... The monster is called the Breaker of Worlds.
Oh, what is the Breaker of Worlds? I thought, because that's level 45.
Good. Still alive, I see.
Yeah, I can take it.
Karen accepted the ruby.
East corner of Cressida.
About that,
I was just there.
Best.
I'm sorry.
She was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
She's sharpening her knives. I need to talk to her anyway so I can get some potions. Oh, and to let her know that she needs to do better at finding bones.
Lady Karen, Goat tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you like me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you?
Well,
yeah, he always has been.
But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it
technically
or not.
Lord Marquess. It's what the Moogle says if you use the whisk too many times.
A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Nor will you.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day. There was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who summoned the constable. Wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, flashback.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
Aw.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Yeah, for the more important scenes like this, they actually did facial capture of the actors.
Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Sid's goblet. According to Otto, Sid never once washed his goblet despite it being used every day for both wine and small beer. Won't have it said that I'm a poor host. Okay, where next on the Fields train? Well, probably not this guy. Here's your fucking bomb, Ash.
Why does this game just go for the heartstrings like that? That's not fair.
It's Yoshi P, it's what he does.
Yeah.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
Do you see these burns? How well do you think it's going?
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let none say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
Oh shit, you're actually...
Kind of magic.
You're actually being useful.
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything.
So you're gonna stretch it.
Breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Koji. A treated potion satchel, where the same exotic compound that was applied to the leather of the satchel be kneaded into a pair of boots, they should surely become supple enough to accommodate a man with 20 toes.
That's a lot of toes.
That's a lot of toes. But is it a lot of potions? Yes, I can now carry 6 regular, 4 high, and 3 everything else. That's big. Considering stuff has been hitting like fucking buildings lately.
Mm-hmm.
This is like weirdly good timing because we'll finish these two. And then that'll pretty much be it, but I do want to take a stab at the Breaker of Worlds. What level am I anyway? 35. 13 level difference. I want to at least have a look at the fucker.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
2 sets of 5. Yeah. Four of my 10 are fused.
Good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout.
We have 20 digits.
Now I know what you're
Count
after.
toes and
See about
fingers.
getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Short of slaying a behemoth or a coral or a bison, a minotaur, or an animantoise, one would be hard-pressed to find a larger leg bone. If this does not satisfy Torgal's ancestral hunger, nothing will.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
No, you weren't, because we're doing stuff.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A slab of rock quarried on the southern continent does unparalleled hardness make the perfect sharpening blades forged from all manner of metals from bronze to adamantite. Bird?
Bird.
A whetstone.
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. But good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
I need just a moment. Okay. Excalibur.
Not bad.
What do you need? What do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want?
Excalibur requires... I have everything I need except for Wearite. I need
100 more pieces.
I need 94.
You need 100.
Karen, please.
Is it business or pleasure?
Yes. I could have gone the other way. No, this works fine.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Give me Excalibur.
That guy, yeah? Not saying Fordian, do you?
Well, bam.
Bad, if I do say so myself.
I don't think I can upgrade that. No, okay.
Anything else?
Let's have a look at this thing. Nice. How to find a god from the diameter Deus Excalibur. Hi, Briscoe.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power.
Huh.
Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
He's a good boy.
He is a good boy. Now, before we end things, I do want to have a look at this Breaker of Worlds. So, we'll put down a save here because odds are I'm going to be turned into a fine paste. It was in Rose area. Okay, it's in this arena over here then. So if we just go north from Martha's Rest. See if your foe reference holds up. This way.
Faster!
You know, I bet it's a behemoth.
That's probably pretty good money on it being a behemoth, yeah.
In which case, I will definitely be turned into a fine paste.
This won't be easy. Back to the stables go.
It got very quiet.
A little bit, yeah.
You're finished.
Well, the new sword hits like a truck. Oh.
Hello? Oh!
Atlas. This is the monster that the combat developer fought on the pre-launch stream.
Delightful.
This one has a little more life left in it. All right then.
I'm so dead.
Nice. That was a fucking good one.
Stay out of the damage zones, walk there, take busters. Yeah. Look at all the damage I'm doing to it, and look how little its health bar has moved.
Yes, a lot of damage.
Yep.
I thought that was you saying that for a second, but no.
Technically dodged into it, but whatever works. Fire hurts.
Forgive me.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Spicy. We'll be trying that one later in life, because, yeah, note to self, don't get cornered on walls. Yeah. Anyway, and slate and music. Wow. Thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be on with more Final Fantasy 16 tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, but not Monday. Monday we're off. Special thanks to all of our subscribers, past and present, scrolling on screen right now. Couldn't do what we do without your support. Consider supporting the channel by doing a subscription, or giving a gift sub, or giving a tip, or looking at our Throne.com wish list. Everything goes to making the stream better in the various ways that we can. Check us out on Mastodon, tech.lgbt/@TeamRetroFox. I think that's everything. And who are we rating? Let me look. Helps if I look at Twitch and not whatever I just typed in there.
That is usually useful, yes.
We'll raid Kubrick again. They're doing some Disco Elysium. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night and stay safe.
Bye-bye.